大家好，欢迎大家收看华人工商商业论坛。有很多人在准备报保险索赔的时候其实不太知道有4件事情是绝对不能做的。今天呢，我们就请到了保险理赔调解师 Jae Park 朴宰贤先生，请他来告诉大家，在面对水灾或者是火灾，或者说任何与房屋索赔相关的时候有哪4件事是千万不要做的啊。Hi, Jae Park. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me to your forum again.
首先，我想请问您人们在报水灾或者是火灾保险的时候最容易犯的4个错误到底是什么呢？可不可以跟大家讲一讲？In your experience, what are mistakes people often make when filing insurance claims for water or fire damage?
First, when you file the claim, whatever record that you have provided will be recorded, either verbal or written. So be very careful what you have stated. So that's one of the reasons why you need to retain a public adjuster before you file the claim. Number 2, insurance company encourage you to retain their restoration or contractor and remediation company. Keep in mind, insurance company contractor work for the insurance company. They don't work for you. So in essence, we recommend client to receive the settlement first before proceed with the actual restoration or put back of the house. So that's another reason why you need to have a public adjuster on your side. Number 3, another mistake that we have noticed frequently is hiring unauthorized public adjuster or someone imposed as a public adjuster, such as plumber, contractor, or local water remediation company act as if they are public adjuster trying to adjust the claim for you in behalf. It is unauthorized and it's illegal for them to actually represent you on your claim. Last but not least, when you engage in adjustment of the claim, there's few things you do not want to act on. Number 1, misrepresenting the facts. Number 2, concealing some of the facts of the laws. Number 3, concealing it and doing it intentionally, something that is malicious in a sense. So we always explain to the client, transparency, accountability, and no fear will take us to the resolution quicker and safer. It's not how you get in the door, it's how you get out of the door.
我还想请问一下 Jae Park 这些错误为什么会影响到索赔呢？会导致赔付减少，还是说会被拒绝吗？Jae Park, why are these mistakes so serious? Could they reduce the payout or even cause a denial of the claim?
Excellent question. One of the not to do was whatever you say or whatever document you have provided is non-retractable. By providing false information or hiding certain information or doing malicious act will possibly deemed as insurance fraud. Yes, that's the base ground for resign, which means canceling the actual policy and rejection of the claim. Also, the record stays pretty much digital file forever with that particular insurance company. You would like to move into another insurance company, the address and to yourself, the record follows approximately 5 years on the underwriting report. That's one of our roles as a public adjuster to analyze the claim. Number 1, is it covered or not? Number 2, is it worthwhile to file the claim? And number 3, you have to think about past, present, and future. Even the purchaser, the new owner of the property, the records stay at the underwriting report for 5 years from date of loss. Any further question? Give us a call.
好，非常感谢 Jae Park 哈。那如果说保险公司明明应该赔，但是呢却拒绝了，比如说故意找借口不赔，这个时候啊，客户应该怎么做呢？Jae Park, what should someone do if the insurance company wrongfully denied their claim? Are there any ways to fight back?
Yes, we have successfully overturned the coverage, and we have cases that we have increased the settlement for supplemental. The case has already been resolved. First of all, on denial case, if there is misinterpretation of the policy, or if there's errors on insurance company's expert on their explanation or verification of the causation, we may challenge the validity of their expert or interpretation of the policy terms. Now, on supplemental loss, we like to focus on areas that should be deemed to be included on the settlement. And is there any error, omission by the adjuster and or their expert or their contractor or remediation company, such as house is still wet after they retrieve all the water mitigation machines and partial demolition of the house that are affected.
我还想请问一个问题啊，其实我们有很多观众啊，可能会有点不太明白啊，保险业务员，比如说 insurance agent，还有保险调解师，还有律师，这三者之间到底有什么样的区别呢？什么时候该找谁比较合适呢？Many people might get confused among an insurance agent, a public adjuster, and a lawyer. Jae Park, could you please explain the difference among these three roles?
Yes. Insurance agent is a person specializing in identifying the need of the insurance and fulfill your need, such as what type of policy. For instance, if you have 2 or 3 children, when you go to dealership, auto dealership, you may look for sedan or van that accommodate the members of the house. That would what sales agent or insurance agent will do. Now, as adjuster, myself, I was adjuster for an insurance company until 2011. Our job is to interpret the policy and based on the procedure laid by the insurance company to settle the loss. But keep in mind, insurance company create their own policy, their own adjuster training, their own interpretation, and their own contractor to carry out the instruction from their adjuster. It's leaning one direction. As a public adjuster working exclusively for the homeowner, we would like to balance it more fair and reasonable for the consumer, the homeowner or business owner who purchased their policy.
我还想请问一下您，您可以跟大家分享几个处理过的成功的案例吗？比如说客户可能本来拿不到赔款的，但是呢，在您的帮助之下啊，成功的获得了赔偿。Could you please share some successful cases you have handled, maybe about the water damage or fire damage?
Yes, we have done a case in Orange County where insurance company already finished their remediation of the house and issue undisputed repair estimate and settlement check. Upon receiving the settlement, they have noticed it was significantly less than what it requires to restore the house. And the homeowner reached out our office through our past clients referral. We have identified areas of the house, especially on the kitchen and the living room, there's additional area need to be remediated because there was still trapped moisture. And we have identified areas of the house was forgotten to put in to repair scope and settlement. After renegotiating the scope and challenging the validity of their remediation company's report and the settlement estimate from the insurance company, we're able to obtain significant additional favorable settlement for the homeowner, and the homeowner was very satisfied with the settlement and would not have to worry out of pocket to restore the house. And there's an additional case on LA County we have done, it was a water loss as well. The source of the leak, there was a misunderstanding or interpretation of the policy, the causation of the actual part and the duration, and we have identified the error or misunderstanding interpretation of the policy by the claim adjuster, and we can factually prove with the actual experts to report and correct their position, reverse the coverage, and able to obtain the settlement. Every case has its own merit in an essence, so we need to review per cases. Do we have merit to overturn the coverage, or is there room, or is evidence still remaining? We're able to reopen the case for supplemental for homeowner. If you're not sure, give us a call.
好，今天非常感谢 Jae Park 的分享啊，非常的实用啊。如果说您也遇到过水灾、火灾，或者说其他与房屋理赔有关的事情啊，如果不知道怎么处理保险，或者说担心赔不到钱，一定要找专业的人士来帮你把关。好，Jae Park，thank you very much for your advice today. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to your forum. Appreciate it.